Jasmine Hood Rat Crockett, she ain't doing nothing but making enemies, man. She causing mass confusion in the house. But she ain't doing nothing but causing enemies on herself, ladies and gentlemen. This bitch crazy. Nancy Mace told her, look, you put some respect on my name. I ain't no little girl. I'm a grown-ass woman. You keep running your mouth, we can take this outside. And then you see Hood Rat Crockett shut the fuck up then when it got real.
Woman Nancy Mace stuns Congress when she says to Jasmine Crockett, let's take this outside. This gets freaking chaotic. You guys gotta check this out.
We got there because I tried to make it clear how many civil rights, it doesn't just boil down to one conversation, but I can see that somebody's campaign coffers really are struggling right now. So she gonna keep saying trans, so that people will feel threatened. And child, listen, I want y'all to tell me whether or not.
Do not call me a child. I am no child.
I want
Don't
to
even
find
start.
out
I am a grown
which
woman.
of those emails actually have
ceilings.
Chairman, I am reclaiming my time.
You will not do that. I am not a child.
I am reclaiming my time.
If you want to take it outside,
Mr. Chairman, the committee is not in order.
Order.
Point of order.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, from the capital city of the United States of America, Washington, D.C., ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
She gonna keep saying trans, so that people will feel threatened. And child, listen, I want y'all to tell me whether or not.
Do not call me a child. I am no child.
I want
Don't
to
even
find
start.
out
I am a grown
which
woman.
of those emails actually have. Chairman, I am reclaiming my time.
You will not do that. I am not a child.
I am reclaiming my time.
If you want to take it outside,
Mr. Chairman, the committee is not in order.
Order.
Point of order.
Miss Mace,
Order. Chair recognizes Ms. Crockett.
Point of order, Mr.
that
Chairman.
nigga shit, she ain't going
State
for
your
that
point.
nigga shit.
Is it allowed in the rules for a member
Take
to
this shit right outside.
incite violence against another member? I mean, she
Listen
should
to this
take it
house, nigga.
outside with.
hey, I have the First Amendment right too,
And
young
so
That's right. That's
I'd like
right.
those words to be
I'm not
taken
gonna be
down.
That's right.
I
I'm
am
not gonna
moving
be
to have
called a
those
child
words
by
taken
any
down.
of you.
I believe it's against the rules.
You ain't say nothing about
Going
that
outside
when
doesn't
she
violence
called her a
against
child.
another
have a
member of
conversation that isn't.
House
The
nigga.
committee will suspend, the member will
Mr. Frost,
state
you
the
fake
state the
LGBTQ
words he
mook.
wishes taken down.
where she said that
Look at that mook.
we can take it
You
outside,
can tell
which
here, mook.
is direct violation
He a
against the
bottom
rules,
feeder.
inciting violence against another member.
What rule? What rule?
She be in the house disrespecting everybody.
How does that incite
And they
violence?
defending
Mr.
her.
Chairman,
They
there
defending this little hood rat.
If I might point out, Mr. Chairman, there are decorum rules in the House of Representatives.
And the
That's
two
right.
parliamentarians are discussing this right now.
That's right.
We'll suspend for a second. All right. The chair's going to make a rule. What the gentlelady said was, we can take this outside if you want.
That's right.
Okay, so
That could mean you could go outside and have a cup of coffee,
Right,
or perhaps
right.
a beer, or
Barbershop
we
talk
have-
outside.
seriously,
lots of conversations outside. So
Fact.
I'm going to rule that it was just
Neutral.
that it's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
neutral.
All right,
You
and then
damn right.
point of inquiry. I
and
have a
remember,
question.
this is a slippery
You called
slope
her a
you're going
little
down,
child and
because we
she
have
defended
you're
herself.
going down the
this committee,
slippery
as you
slope.
know.
So just to be clear, in this committee, we can ask threaten violence on someone as long as
that's not-
excuse me.
I did
As long
not
as
threaten
the-
violence.
excuse
I
me,
threatened no
excuse me.
violence.
There was
I threatened no
There
violence.
was no violence.
As long
no
as
There was no
at
violence?
the
Don't
end,
create a
I
false
threatened
add
no
a question
violence.
that
No,
was over
none.
another
You're
person.
making shit up as
It's
you
good
go
to know.
along. You
Right.
might want to figure this one out.
Order. There was
I
no
thought you were
violence.
cursing today.
No
Making
violence.
shit up like a
Mr. Chairman?
motherfucker.
No violence.
I'm going to appeal the ruling of the chair.
Chairman,
I'm going to
Chairman, I have
appeal the ruling
a
of the
point
chair.
of inquiry.
Where her
And I
little rat
apologize
ass
because I
at?
had a meeting and came right down. Is it true that Ms. Mace was belittled by being called a child?
Right.
Is that against our rules?
I would have to look up
Look.
the rules. I don't know that it's
I'd like to
specifically in
appeal
the
the
rules.
word
We
ruling.
asked for
Well,
proper.
Look,
can we
look.
strike it then?
Everybody-
I'd like to have it stricken.
Crickets.
Okay. Now, there's
I'd
a
have Ms.
there's a-
Crockett's
This
words
inside
stricken.
the house.
There's a motion.
From who?
Yeah,
Motion, Mr. Frost?
I moved to
Jasmine
appeal the
Crockett.
ruling of the chair.
Started all this
There's a
madness
motion
and
to
foolishness.
appeal the ruling of the chair. Chair recognizes Mr. Gosar.
And there's also a motion to strike words, Mr. Chairman.
I move to table, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion.
Motion to take down words, sorry.
There's a motion to table. The motion is not debatable as
She can be in there threatening Elon Musk, being there threatening Donald Trump, but yet when someone say we can take it outside, now they trying to come at the person that said we can take it outside. These niggas is crazy, man. These motherfuckers is crazy.
I keep it short, but I am truly here for very selfish reasons. Starting with on March 29th, it's my birthday. And all I want to see happen on my birthday is for Elon to be taken down. Yes.
it is not debatable as okay, the motion is not debatable. All those in favor of okay. We're going to vote on the motion to table by Mr. Gosar, to table Mr. Frost.
Bitch
Appeal.
ass Frost.
So the motion is not debatable. As all in favor of Mr. Gosar's motion to table Mr. Frost's amendment or motion signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no.
No.
In the opinion of the chair, the
Mr.
ayes
Chair, I
have
ask
it.
for a recorded vote.
The motion is agreed to. A recorded vote is ordered. The clerk will call the roll. We have to do that right now.
I'm going to be 100% honest. It kind of was a threat of violence. It was like, come on, meet me outside. But then, it kind of was a threat of violence. It was like, come on, meet me outside. But then again, she deserved it. Crockett called that woman a child. She said she's
Right.
in her 40s. Don't you dare call me a child.
Right.
If you ask me, that is a smack in the face. Those are fighting words. That is trying to put another person down like, you shouldn't even talk to me. You don't know what you're talking about. You're a child. It actually baffles me that the Democratic Party are trying to prop up this crazy woman as the next head of the Democratic Party. Jasmine Crockett is nothing but an ignoramus. She has no mission for America other than just disrupt and cause chaos, which is
Right.
exactly what the Democrats are good at, so it's no wonder why she fits right in.
There's further requests for debate. There'll be 7.5 minutes each time. Chair recognizes Ms. Crockett for her remaining 4 minutes.
Thank you for women. And I want to be clear that it's Democrats that were pushing for the Equal Rights Amendment. And I don't recall any Republicans supporting us having the Equal Rights Amendment. I also want to make it clear that just because someone fantasizes or wants to be dramatic about the idea of someone could be a quote unquote man in a locker room or in a bathroom. I've yet to hear an actual testimony of someone who, for whatever reason, has experienced this in real time. But I can tell you some real numbers and some real facts because I don't like to live in fantasy when I'm talking about how I'm going to govern for the American people. The facts are, in my state alone, in the state of Texas, once they decided that they were going to overturn the Roe decision, 26,000 women then ended up raped. 26,000 is what we had reported. And that was only within about a year's time span. And when they reported those rapes, none of them seemed to have anything to do with trans folk. And I don't recall any legislation to help out those women in Texas and beyond that are actually dying. We're not projecting may die, but are actually dying or have died in southern states that have decided that they wanted to go after our reproductive freedom. So as a woman in this country, as a Texan, and as a Black woman, who, when we look at the numbers,
got no
and
kids,
I believe in
bitch.
data and science, and I know that escapes a lot of people in this chamber. But
You
the
ain't got
numbers
no
are clear
husband,
that specifically
bitch.
Black women have always struggled when it came down to the maternal mortality rates in general. The fact that somebody who looks like me, no matter how much money they have, because I can remind you of a very wealthy tennis star that almost lost her life while trying to give birth. Some things I honestly just don't think should be partisan. And frankly, I do believe in privacy because honestly, I don't want none of y'all making decisions if I ever end up.
Well, y'all made decisions for the American people when y'all told them to go out and get a jab. From Fauci, weak ass, which was an experiment. So now here we go again. Your body, your choice, right? Listen to the hypocrisy, y'all.
Pregnant and have to decide what it takes for me to save my life. And I give the same opportunity for other women in this country to make decisions as they see fit. So while we look at how we protect women completely differently, I can tell you that at least in the 766,000 women or 766,000 constituents that I represent, I have had them come to me concerned about whether or not they could survive childbirth. But I have not had a single person in my district tell me that they were concerned that they may be raped by a trans person.
Look at this here, y'all.
So if there is an issue to solve in this country based on facts, data, and statistics, I think that we need to look at the type of health care that we are going to advance for women in this country. And with that, I will yield.
What a pompous woman. Did you hear how she opened that? I don't know how you Republicans over there are fantasizing having men and women locker rooms. Are you dumb? This is happening all across the country. What do I have to do to prove this to you? All you have to do is open up Twitter, open up the Daily News, open up Facebook, Instagram, any social media. You could hear about this if you're actually interested in finding out the truth regarding this matter. But instead, it doesn't fit your narrative, so you're not going to do that. Instead, you're going to say, we fantasize of having men and women locker rooms. Get the heck out of here. You're trying to do petty attacks on the other side and make it personal? How about you just talk about the subject matter at hand? And of course, she goes back to abortion, the Democratic playbook right there. For a large part of the 2024 campaign, that's all that Kamala Harris was running on. Donald Trump is going to end abortions for women worldwide. It was all lies. It was all bogus. This girl, and when I say this girl, I mean this girl, not a woman, a girl, has nothing but personal attacks on the other side. And I can say it because I'm not in Congress, but the way that she said that to Nancy Mace is just straight up disrespectful. That is a colleague of yours. That's somebody who you want to work with to pass bills to help the American people. Although you're on opposite sides of the political spectrum, you still want to work together for the sake of this nation. You might have difference in ideology, but you still want the same thing. You want what's best for America. That's what you were supposed to want when you swore that oath. But I'm telling you right now, I don't like the way that Congress is headed, because AOC, she was kind of bad, but this girl right here, she's 5 to 10 times worse. She just doesn't have class, no decorum. It's just very sloppy, anger, hate-filled rhetoric, and I don't like it. I don't think she belongs anywhere near Congress, anywhere near the United States government. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this.